I'm Dale Smith for Looney Politics, and we now have a firm grasp on what the Conservative leadership is going to look like. We have 7 candidates in the race now, and we already have our first test to see how things are going to start shaking out around them. The primary 2 contenders thus far are Peter MacKay and Erin O'Toole. Peter MacKay, of course, being a former Justice Minister, Erin O'Toole, a former Veterans Affairs Minister. O'Toole currently has a seat, Peter MacKay does not. And they are both fighting over who gets to be the front runner or who gets to be the real Conservative among them. The rest of the race is 5 others who are of a very variety of backgrounds. 2 of them sitting MPs, Marilyn Gladue and Derek Sloan. Gladue has her background as an engineer, and Derek Sloan is one of the 3 candidates running to be the social conservative. The other 2 being Leslyn Lewis and Jim Karahalios. Lewis is a former failed candidate, and Karahalios is the husband of a sitting Ontario MPP who ran some anti-carbon pricing campaigns and considers himself having been successful in them. The final candidate in the race is aspiring narcissist Rick Peterson, businessman who thinks he's going to reform the tax code dramatically while having absolutely no idea how it's going to work out economically. The big test that's going to define this phase of the leadership contest is the fact that a Conservative MP, Cathy Hall, tabled a bill this week on banning sex-selective abortions. We spent enough time during the last campaign around these kinds of questions, and the Liberals hit the Conservatives pretty hard on them. And at the time, Andrew Scheer made a whole song and dance about how he would, ensure that it would never pass. Now we are seeing this divide in the leadership contest where Peter MacKay is saying, if I were Prime Minister, I would whip my cabinet so that in a situation with a bill like this, whereas Erin O'Toole is saying, oh no, for issues of conscience, it's going to be a free vote. And he's trying to draw some contrast between them. And why this is important in this race is because 3 of the 7 define themselves as the social conservatives, and Campaign Life Coalition has endorsed those 3. What Erin O'Toole is especially trying to do is make sure that he is the second or third ballot choice for these social conservatives because this is a ranked ballot. And we've seen in the past where it was this ranked ballot where the social conservatives moved that won the elections for both Andrew Scheer and Doug Ford, as both contests were run under the same rules. So we can see O'Toole trying to position himself to try and gather that vote with this bill in play, and I think we'll be hearing more about this in the weeks to come. For Looney Politics, I'm Dale Smith.